Hey, Kathy. It's our June 2022 GOBrecs episode.
I know. I'm so excited. I love these. I love to geek out with you over books that we each love.
Yes, I know. And we usually get to talk to authors on our Corks and Conversations, but this month, last week, I actually saw my author
I
and heard her
know.
talk in person. That was so fun. She's great.
I actually had wanted to see my author. She was also at Thriller Fest. She was on a panel, but I we were volunteering during her panel, and so I missed the
Oh
chance to go
no,
see
I
her.
didn't
Yeah,
realize
I
that.
didn't
Oh,
plan very well. I didn't plan very well, so that was my fault. And
oh,
I was
it
looking
was a
forward to it,
lot.
but
It was a
it was
lot.
busy. It was so fun, but yeah, it
Yeah,
was. I'm wearing
yeah.
my Thriller Fest hat.
I see that. I know I was going to wear mine, but then I felt like, people might not be able to tell us apart because I'm also wearing my glasses today.
That's probably true. That's probably true. Well, I
So,
can't wait to hear all about your book. And we were just together a couple days ago, at least from when we're recording this. And we had a great time in New York City.
we're still recovering, but
Yes.
we're back at it. We're back
Yes.
at
And
it. So you
I'm
you get to go first today.
okay. Okay. So I have, speaking of recovering, I cannot find my copy of my book today, which is a very
Oh,
good
that's so
example of my
funny.
life. I have yours over there, but I don't have mine. But I chose, and it's a great cover, and so but we'll have pictures with the blog post for this episode when it goes out.
Yes.
But it's called "One of Us Is Dead," and it's by Jeneva Rose, and she is
hmm
a new author to me. She's had this is her third book, third thriller or mystery. This is definitely a thriller, and it's really like it's a fun thriller. It's fun
Uh-huh.
murder.
Oh, good.
Actually, it's not. It's a mystery. I would say it's not a thriller. It's a mystery. But so what happens is it takes place in this really bougie, upscale um, neighborhood called Buckhead.
Oh,
Where
yeah, I know. I'm
everyone's
familiar with that in
yeah,
Atlanta. Yeah.
yes, and it is like the Atlanta Housewives meet like Big Little Lies. Like it's just these upscale, these women who are just cutthroat, and it's very much Ryan. It does remind me of like the Housewives franchise because it's just
Oh,
so
that's
like
funny.
brutal.
I
So
am definitely
here's
going to have to read it because I think
it's
probably my
fun.
cousins were maybe some characters in there or something.
So the thing that's great. So it's told from four women's perspective, and I mean obviously somebody ends up dead, hence the title. But the opening narration comes from Jenny, and she owns a really high end salon where all of these women go. They pay like a monthly fee, and just have a subscription basically.
hmm
And so she kind of knows all their secrets, and then the other three women, it's kind of great. I mean, it's pretty great. The first woman is the now ex-wife who just got ceremoniously dumped for a younger model, and
Oh,
she is pissed, obviously.
right.
Then there is the younger model. That's woman number three, and she's totally out of her league. She has no idea. She's truly young and innocent. Doesn't have a clue what these women are up to. And
That's
then the
the
fourth,
Shaylee whatever from.
yeah, yes, Shailene Woodley, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna talk about the wine too,
Mm.
because you definitely need wine for this book. And then the fourth person is kind of the first wife's like competition. So the
hmm
first wife was like the queen bee, and the other woman just can't wait to take her down, and it is just brutal. It's hilariously fun, and it's twisty, and it's a perfect summer read.
Oh, well, that sounds really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So I'm pairing a Zinfandel with it, and this is one of my wines from Naked Wines. That subscription service
yeah,
I love.
yeah, yeah.
This is called Brothers Miller Zinfandel, and it is really yummy. I've reordered this many times now,
Oh, good.
and yeah,
I love
and
Zinfandels.
I do too. And it's just a great. And I was thinking if you and I were in person, or we had some other listeners together, and we were doing this like a book club in person. Do you know what I would serve with this? I would serve popcorn with it.
Oh,
Like,
that sounds good.
do you know what I mean? Because do you remember? I know I love popcorn and wine, but do you remember a few years ago when Shonda Rhimes had all of the TV shows on Thursday night, and it was like pour your big glass of
Yeah.
red wine and get some popcorn. That was kind of the shtick. That's what this book is. It's kind of like a
Perfect.
Shonda Rhimes kind of, yeah. So that's mine. That's
Oh,
mine this time.
that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, mine is also twisty turny, but not really fun. This is a
Very serious.
thriller, dark mystery
Mm-hmm.
thriller. Alafair Burke is the
Mm.
author, and like we said, she is just a really great person and a great
Yeah.
writer.
I really admire her.
Yes, she had.
Hmm.
We could go on all day, and maybe we'll have her on our podcast sometime because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think she'd be great. But this book is it starts out well. She has a series um, that follow this detective named Ellie Hatcher.
Hmm.
And Ellie Hatcher is in this, but she's not the main
Oh.
character. But she appears, and you learn something about her that I guess followers of the other series, um, have never known about, like
Hmm.
her history or father or something like that. So I thought that was really cool how she kind of slipped that in there, and also makes me want to go back and maybe read that series because she seems like a cool character.
Yeah.
And the main character is, well, there's two women. One's Lindsay Miller, and she's a defense attorney. And she's who teams up with the Ellie Hatcher to try to find her best friend who's gone missing. Her name is Hope Miller. At least that's what she goes by because she has been a victim of a bad car accident, and she's had amnesia for 15 years. She doesn't know anything from before. So she was found by Lindsay Miller in this small town of like Hopeville or something like that. So they named her Hope or whatever. And so they're very, very close friends. And this is the first time that Hope has gone. She wanted to move out to the Hamptons because I guess they live in maybe New York area or something like that. So anyway, she's moved out to the Hamptons, and that's why I picked Beach House wine
Perfect.
because I was like, their houses, there's big houses on the ocean and or I guess it's the ocean or a sound or something, waterfront. And anyway, so I'm not going to give anything away, but it twists and turns and twists and turns and even involves DNA found at a crime scene of a serial killer 20 years earlier in the Midwest, so it's
Wow.
all kind of like, I don't know. She talked a little bit about how she does all these twists and turns and stuff.
Hmm.
And she definitely has that. There's all this. So, I can't really give you a whole lot more, but it's just you get really into the characters too, and they all have their certain dysfunctions when it comes to relationships or, you know, anything like that, love and loss and stuff like that. So it's a good book. And
Awesome.
in addition to this beach house wine, because it's light and whatever, I figured I would like to have just like a big salad that everybody could have
Mm.
salad and some
Yum.
crusty um, French bread that you could dip in the olive oil with the
Hmm.
seasoning, and that would be
Hmm.
it. And
Oh,
so it'd
that
just
sounds
be,
so good.
sitting out on the deck watching the ocean waves or something if you had
That
that
sounds so
opportunity.
fun.
So, yeah, so hopefully we get to talk to her someday, but I definitely recommend this book
Awesome.
for everyone.
Awesome.
And, we don't have much because we're in our off season, so we're not going to like talk your ear off or anything like that. But I did want to mention also, Cathi, it's real exciting because we are going to do a few off season. And I thought everybody'd like to know, like Tom
Yeah.
Clancy, Jack Ryan Jr. novel called Zero Hour, the author of which is Don Bentley, who actually, well, I don't remember, I don't, well, we'll know more about him when we talk to him next week.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yes, yes. So it'll be fun, and it's such an exciting book. I don't know if you've started it, Kathy, but I
I
can't.
have not.
It
I
looks how
am,
big it is, but guess what? It reads so fast. You know, it's like those.
yeah,
There's stuff happening the entire
yeah,
time. You know the how those Jack Ryan things are. So
yeah. I love the Jack Ryan institution. I
yeah,
absolutely love it. I love the movies. I love the books. I've read some of them before. I am very excited to talk to him
yes,
about what it's
yes.
like to work with Tom Clancy and take over that huge world.
Right.
So,
Yes.
yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be
So
great.
he is the one that he
Yeah.
worked on with him on books before, because we also have
Hmm.
another author that does work with Tom Clancy that we're
Hmm.
probably going to be having later in the summer. So I was getting them confused, but you are correct. He was the one that, or one of the
Yeah.
people that worked with Tom
Yeah. It'll
Clancy.
be fun. That'll be really fun.
Yep. So anyway, I think I need to get reading this Tom Clancy book and finish my wine. And so, what do you say, Kathy? Cheers till next week.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.